It's been a year since the Untamed came out, and I wanted to celebrate it with this video and dive in a little bit deeper back into this world. Is Wei Wuxian the perfect hero, or is he the perfect anti-hero? What's up everyone, my name is Flip, and welcome back to another video. What's up everyone, my name is Flip. Welcome back to another video, and we get together every Sunday to catch up on our favorite Asian dramas, and I wanted to dive back into the world of the Untamed. It's all about Wei Wuxian. What is it about him? What is it about his character that makes you relate and connect to him the most? Is it his charisma? Is it his unwavering sense of justice? Or is it about Zhao Zhan and how he portrayed the character perfectly? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As a disclaimer, we're only covering the TV series that's on Viki and Netflix. I've never seen the anime nor read the novels, and so we're just going to keep it very simple and keep it within the realms of the TV show. Now, according in the hero's journey, there are 12 stages, but there are three main parts, three main acts within the hero's journey. That's the departure, the initiation, and the return. And for the sake of not having a really long video, I'm going to just kind of breeze over each of these three stages that relates to his story and what makes the most sense and what makes the biggest impact. In the departure part of the narrative, the hero or protagonist lives in the ordinary world. He receives a call to go on an adventure. The hero is reluctant to follow the call, but is helped by a mentor figure. Obviously, when we first meet Wei Wuxian, he's in the comfort of his own home, in the Junmenjiang sect and Lotus Pier. This is where we expand the world as Wei Wuxian travels to Cloud Recess, and this is where his adventure begins. At first, he refuses to follow the rules, as he certainly follows to the beat of his own drum. We can categorize this portion as the refusal of the call. And then, of course, he meets his mentor, or should I say, his soulmate, Lan Wangji. Other characters are in the mix, but it's this meeting that will forever change the makeup of his life. We also meet evil villains, or should I say, the Wen clan. And when he meets the Wen clan, it's the first time where he realizes that something is wrong in this world. And at first he refuses to partake in the adventure, refusing to follow the rules, all of that, leading up to him and Lang Jan fighting the Tortoise of Slaughter. And then that's when his bond between him and Lan Wangji starts to develop, and he starts to kind of gain a greater clarity on what his purpose in this world is supposed to be. The initiation begins with the hero traversing the threshold to the unknown, or what's called the special world, where he faces tasks or trials, either alone or with the assistance of helpers. Obviously he's with Lan Zhan. The hero eventually reaches the innermost cave, or the central crisis of his adventure, where he must undergo the ordeal, where he overcomes the main obstacle or enemy undergoing apotheosis. And now, apotheosis means that a hero reaches this level of godlike notoriety. And it might be when Wei Wuxian gets thrown into the burial grounds and comes out of it mastering demonic cultivation, of course with his flute. Now we can definitely debate where this stage is in the story. So many things happen after the Tortoise of Slaughter, events that lead Wei Wuxian down a dark path. So when does the actual adventure begin? Was it the slaughter at Lotus Pier? His time spent cultivating demonic energy at the Yiling burial grounds? The Sunshot campaign? Honestly, I'd say it's all of the above. When he becomes the Yiling Patriarch is when he essentially goes through the apotheosis. He's essentially feared by everyone, having lost his golden core. Wei Wuxian becomes the master of demonic cultivation, controlling evil spirits and even the dead. Eventually he settles in the burial mounds with the remnants of the Wen people to live out his life away from the cultivating world. But we all know what happens next. The supreme ordeal may be a dangerous physical test or a deep inner crisis that the hero must face in order to survive, or for the world in which the hero lives to continue to exist. Whether it be facing his greatest fear or most deadly foe, the hero must draw upon all his skills and the experience gathered upon the path to the inmost cave in order to overcome his most difficult challenge. I'm going to insert the tragedy of Nightless City, the death of Yan Li, and Wei Wuxian's fall to death. That was such an insane sequence of events that leads Wei Wuxian to his first death. But this, in the overall story, is probably the biggest ordeal he had to go through. This was definitely one of the most heartbreaking moments of the show. You knew that something horrible was going to happen, yet you didn't want to believe it. And when it did, as a result, it ended Wei Wuxian's first life. But what makes us cheer for him even more? His trials and tribulations are the heaviest burdens we've ever seen a hero carry. The deaths of Wen Ning and Wen Qing, the massacre at the burial grounds, the death of Yan Li, his fight with Jan Chang. His heart is pure, but his soul is corrupt. Now the third part of the act is the return. He's literally resurrected into Mo Jianyu's body, reuniting with Lan Wangji, or they embark on a series of adventures together. We eventually get closure where they confront Meng Yao, and we all know what happens there. Part of this act is called Return with the Elixir, and this is the final stage of the hero's journey in which he returns home to his ordinary world, a changed man. He will have grown as a person, learned many things, faced many terrible dangers, and even death, but now looks forward to the start of a new life. This is pretty much the cliffhanger ending that we got in the last episode of The Untamed, where many of you speculated whether that was Lan Wangji he turned around to look at. Obviously it was, because, you know, as we say, this was the love story of the century. And then after that, it's the both of them going along in their merry way, going on one adventure to the next. Is Wei Wuxian the perfect hero or the perfect anti-hero? And we're all gravitated towards that anti-hero protagonist, right? Where the whole world is against him, but somehow, some way, they find a way to overcome it all and save the day. But in Wei Wuxian's case, there was something about his character. And I asked you earlier in the video whether it was his charisma, or whether his unwavering sense of justice, or is it because of Zhao Zhan's ability to portray this character so perfectly? I'm gonna have to say it's all of the above. I mean, to be honest, this was the perfect character of them all. It's probably one of the most perfect characters I've ever had the chance, or I've ever had the privilege of watching. And of course, Zhao Zhan is an amazing talent, and the way he portrayed the character was just perfect on the screen. Effortless, breathtaking, elegance, and just pure charisma. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if you liked the video, give us a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and tap that bell notification for more videos from us and be notified when we do post them. And you have a great and amazing day. I will see you next time. We may be forced to cause a scene, make some trouble.